campers, old dock here. We're kind of on the northeast corner of town, and this is Dakota City Cemetery. There's some really old stones in there. I don't have any family members buried here. I have some friends here. This cemetery was established in 1856. The window's fogging up a little bit, so I'll roll it down. This is the newer section down here of the cemetery. It's expanding, and I'll take a right because the cemetery isn't finished growing. When I was a kid, our school bus used to come this route, and we came around this corner from the stop sign, and it was in the winter, and we slid off the road. These little trees weren't here, and laid the bus over right here in the ditch. Laid her right on her side. Here's the newest section of the cemetery. It just goes on, continues on further east here toward the river. And this is as far east as it goes so far. But this little piece of ground right here, it's all set up for the cemetery. That mound of dirt right there, that is dirt that is left over from digging graves. Now, the city used to let, if you had a low spot in your yard or something that you wanted to fill, the city used to let you come over there and get dirt, but they don't do that anymore. I don't know what the deal is. If people came in and, you know, were gonna build their house, their whole yard clear up, and I don't know what happened, but anyway, they won't let you do it anymore. Looks like the city guys got a mailbox there with the plow, which isn't nothing unusual. So I'm just headed back home. I went uptown and got some Skoal. I want to remind everybody, this weekend I think we're gonna run through the question and answer deal. So if you haven't got a question in, or if there's another question you want to throw out there, why, go ahead and post them, or send them to me on Facebook or Messenger, or if you got my phone number, you can text them to me. And she's a little chillier today. I think it's 11 degrees right now, and there is a little bit of a breeze. Maybe you can see the flag up here. Well, we'll see it when we get a little closer. Here's enough of a breeze to make the flags wave a little bit. There's one there. So when it's 11 degrees, it doesn't take much of a breeze to get the temperature to get down in the negatives. We'll go up here by the river for a minute. Show you the ice flow on the river. Now, when I was a kid, here we go. You know, this is, we had to walk uphill through 5 feet of snow to school both ways. Bullshit story. When I was a kid, in the winter time, we grew up pretty much in a big old Victorian house. It was built between 1896 and 1902. And it had a huge basement under the house. It was a big house. I don't remember. I should try to find some pictures of it and post them. But we had a pool table, a ping pong table, and an air hockey table down there in the basement, and all the kids from our area would come up, you know, on the days where we didn't have school or whatever, and we'd you know, play games, whatever, down in the basement. And if it was a nice day, and when we got older, we found out that if you took the hood off of like a 1970, 1971, 72 Ford LTD car and tied it to the back of a tractor or a pickup, it made a pretty good sled. And it'd get pretty wild sometimes. And if you really wanted to, really felt froggy, we'd take a push mower, like a 20 or 22 inch push mower that didn't work anymore, and tie that to the back of a car or a pickup, and with a rope, and you sat on the motor and held onto the handlebars of that push mower, and you rode it. And I think I don't remember which one of us had the record, but I think one of my friends, I'm not going to name him, I think he had the record for 35 miles an hour in riding a push mower pulled behind a pickup on a gravel road. And loose gravel was not your friend when we did stuff like that. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see the tanker that just landed, and he's turning around. Yeah, just think this river used to be clear over on the other side of where he's at. I think it's a KC-1.